Greetings. My name is Sonwabi Sembolweni, an environmental and sustainability student of the University of the Western Cape. I would like to take you through the journey of learning about Passiflora edullis in relation to food security concerns. Our journey will start from the introduction. From there, I will explain the aims and objectives of this research, as well as describing the methods used for the research. We will also look at the Passiflora edullis from South Africa, then explore beyond that. However, we will take a close look at where it is native, that is in the South America. I will close with interpretations, then conclusion. And in the final slide, I will acknowledge the picture works. With the changing climate, food security is a greatest concern. Climate change will result in changes in the distribution of species. Passiflora edullis is therefore no exception in this regard. The Passiflora edullis has other names, namely the purple granadilla, passion fruit, yellow passion fruit. And in Afrikaans, it is called granadella. It is native to South America, specifically in Brazil, through to Paraguay and Argentina. It is cultivated as fruit for its sweet seed fruit. It grows by 15 to 20 centimeters per year. Passiflora edullis was listed as one of the invasive species by GISS in 2010 because it scrambles and competes with indigenous forest and plant species. It has been identified more problematic in the Eastern Cape, Western Cape, Limpopo, Northwest, as well as Mpumalanga in South Africa. It spreads through being dispersed by humans and the primates who eat the fruit and pass out the seeds in their droppings. Coming to the economy, Passiflora edullis plays a huge role in the economy as a fruit. The majority of it is processed into juice, but some is also used for flavoring in juices, alcohol beverages, as well as in yogurts. It is also widely cultivated as a fresh fruit. The aims and objectives of this research video is to identify where Passiflora edullis is currently distributed across the globe and analyze how this distribution might shift as a result of changing climate. We will also look at how will the distribution of Passiflora edullis change globally in South Africa as well as in South America as well as in South Africa. Coming to the methods, in my research, I used the GPIF website to collect all the data that I needed. However, I had to compare the data with the different authors. The problem that arose was that in each article, the different name for the species was used in each article, which made it difficult for me to comprehend if the articles were discussing the same species as myself. Furthermore, different countries also using different names for the species also gave me some problems. Nonetheless, I had to solve the problem by using an exclusive research, of which GPIF was very useful in giving all the different names for the species. Here, I just want to illustrate how the distribution appears at global level, rather than just focusing at where it is native, that is only in the Southern America. Also, what the future holds at global level. Passion fruit is highly distributed over the world currently, with South America showing greater concentrations, the east of Africa, especially in the coast, also shows great distributions of Passiflora edullis. Australia is also one of the habitats of this plant. However, this slide shows us how it is distributed globally, but with great focus in the Southern America. However, the future distribution of Passiflora edullis will have changed and decreased greatly across the South America as well as across the world in the next 50 years. South Africa shows a great potential in distribution of Passiflora edullis. Only 2 places will have Passiflora edullis in South Africa after 50 years, by 2050 in fact. This means that we will have to import most of our passion fruit, especially for market and manufacturing. The bioclim domain. This means that the characteristics of the soil as well as climate itself will change in the Southern America as well as globally. Such changes will result in the decrease in potential production of Passiflora edullis. All this will result in food security concerns. The economy will be at threat as well as because it means now we will have to rely on imports for passion fruits, especially in the production industry where this fruit is used for production purposes. In conclusion, as a result of climate change, there will be changes in global markets of Passiflora edullis due to changes in the distribution of the species. There will also be changes, especially reduction in the production as a result of limited or reduction in the quality as well as in the quantity. This therefore says the global food security as well as global economy are at threat. Climate change is real and it is happening. It will affect what we eat as well as where it comes from, with no exception of how it is being produced. There is therefore a need to fill the gap between researchers and policymakers so that we can know, we can conduct researches on what the impacts may be and how do we come around in saving ourselves, in saving and ensuring food security. I collected my data from GBIF, used one image that is not of my own. I have read an article by Dinand. Thank you very much. Have a good time. I hope you enjoyed the lecture.